Oh my God. There we go.
The quad is the hub, the center, the heart,
where you will learn,
and make lifelong friends,
where you'll take a break.
and make connections.
On your left, you'll see that's Lincoln Hall,
Followed by the English building,
where Pulitzer's probably underway right now,
and on your right there's Davenport Hall,
and the chemistry annex.
where new epiphanies and discoveries are happening every single day.
Why Illinois?
We are a university of distinction,
At the heart of Illinois,
propelling bright minds.
and finding solutions to the world's challenges.
We create and deliver access to the future.
We discover what's next.
We lead in innovation. We are a place of intersections where the best minds come together to change the world.
Intersections?
Intersections
Across ideas,
and disciplines
to discover the never before.
To change the world?
to change the world.
Change the world.
Does Illinois really change the world?
Illinois is the origin of innovation.
That impacts lives every single day.
Illinois is the origin of extraordinary. The land-grant movement in the 1860s began as a concept, a belief that higher education is for the public good. And the breadth of the good to come from Illinois is nothing short of remarkable. From our very beginning, we have connected higher education to all segments of society in enormously important ways. The impact we have made on the world is undeniable and indelible. So welcome, each and every one of you. And thank you for joining us on this very special evening. You are what makes our university a singular place of learning and creation. You, our students, you, our alumni, our faculty, our research partners, and our community. You are donors who make so much possible. Today, we celebrate all we have achieved and begin to imagine what is yet to come with you, with Illinois.
Wherever you are in this ever-changing world, you can't go a day without feeling the impact of innovations from Illinois. From MRIs to web browsers, from YouTube to affordable prostheses. Today and every day, ideas from Illinois change the world. I could not be more proud, more excited, and more thrilled to share with you just a glimpse of what we have accomplished and what we aspire to achieve at Illinois. In the Midwest, we tend to be a bit humble and hardworking. We don't usually shine a spotlight on our achievements. But tonight, we're going to boast and we're going to brag. And we are going to recognize the impact we have made, and we're going to share just a few of the truly remarkable things to come. From the day we were founded, we insisted the world redefine the word impossible. With Illinois, one thing is always true. This is a singular place of extraordinary intersections. We see disciplines and inspiration, brilliant minds and aspiration coming together to create innovation every single day. Here, we will cure diseases. We will relieve hunger. We will make big data smarter. We will inspire through our music. We will transform the humanities. We will build communities. We will revolutionize healthcare. We will reimagine education. Tomorrow, with you, with Illinois, lives will be touched and changed, improved, and even saved. Tomorrow, we will change the world. With you, with Illinois.
Hey, Robert, buddy. That's great, sir.
It is no ordinary work which we are set to do. And it comes to us under no ordinary circumstances. We are not here to reproduce in this new locality some old and well-known style of college or university. The hungry eyes of toiling millions are turned with mingled hope and fear upon us to see what new and better solution we can possibly offer of the great problems on which their well-being and destiny depend.
How did we get here? Someplace familiar and unexpected, all at once. And where do we go next? How about the ends of the earth? or the origins of the universe, or an underwater world unexplored. A world filled with creativity. A world filled with courage. Let's engineer the future of medicine. And while we're at it, find a way to feed the whole world. For 150 years, we've made discoveries that have changed us forever. How do we match the greatness of that legacy and build a future filled with promise, with passion, with curiosity, with the support of hundreds of thousands, with you, with Illinois.
Illinois is a place of distinction, a place where a single drop of inspiration can nurture a kernel of innovation to grow into something unprecedented. Illinois is a university where, drop by drop, ideas compound into real solutions. A university that provides fertile ground for ideas to thrive. My name is Lucas Free. I'm a grateful recipient of scholarship support throughout my undergraduate and graduate years. In 2015, I went to a hackathon weekend, a 3-day weekend put on by an Illinois student organization, where over the course of 54 hours, teams formed ideas, refined those ideas, reflected and refine those ideas again, all in an effort to create a viable business startup. On my team was an engineering prodigy, Joey Veracudi, and he thought, what if I could build a sensor that could impact people across the globe? Actually, Joey was a young engineering student, possibly a prodigy, but he hated waiting for his laundry to dry. So he thought, what if I could build a sensor that would alert me when my clothes were dry? And then I, at this event, farm kid from Central Illinois, shout out Mason County, Illinois, heard his concept and thought, what if we could use this sensor to help feed the world? But actually, I was a recent ACES grad, certainly a farm kid, and working on an MBA, and thought, could this have a viable business application? Fortuitously, the result was all of the above. The result was our startup business, Amber Agriculture. And today we are creating new sensors and leveraging technology to help farmers manage, protect, and market their grain more efficiently. Along our path of development, we've received outreach from farmers, grain companies, and processors across the Midwest, Canada, Brazil, Europe, Australia, and China. The potential benefits farmers in the food chain can have with this intersection of engineering and agriculture is truly profound. So, we actually could benefit people all around the globe, and we could help farmers feed the world, all with a really exciting business application. As for Joey's laundry, who knows what this drop of an idea could flow into next.
a long history of passion and preeminence at Illinois. For many of us, it started with Tim Nugent. Tim had a fierce and relentless mission to build a welcoming community that supported students of all abilities. He saw their strengths, their potential, and their ambition. He envisioned a future that removed barriers and promoted equality. He was undeterred. What he started at Illinois in 1948 was the first comprehensive program for people with disabilities in higher education. From there, his advocacy changed access around the world.
Tim also recognized the value of sport, not only in the lives of those with disability, but for changing the perceptions of others. His vision for athletics found fertile ground at Illinois. Illinois athletes have competed at every Paralympic Games since the inaugural Games in 1960, and they've medaled in every single one of them. Today, we are one of 18 U.S. Olympic and Paralympic training sites in the U.S. And year after year as coach, I see sport practice at its highest level in training rooms and across finish lines. At Illinois, we are stronger because we have 70 years of commitment to accessibility to build upon. Our coaches and mentors partner with academic departments across campus to enhance this world-class program.
I'm continuing to build on our rich legacy. I'm an athlete and an inventor. I think about disability and design and figure out how, like designing a glove for wheelchair athletes that is stronger, better, and less expensive. I'm an elite athlete and I'm building a business as an entrepreneur, a journey that I began as a student. With Illinois, I had access to everything from unparalleled training resources to 3D printing and visualization labs. At the intersection of legacy, creativity, and ambition, we are achieving the remarkable.
Here, on this campus, we have the most accomplished Paralympic team of all time. This Team USA won nearly 40% of all medals awarded to the U.S. track and field team in the 2008 Beijing, 2012 London, and 2016 Rio Paralympic Games.
So please join us in welcoming to the stage 5 of our very own Alumni members of Team USA.
Introduce you to Amanda McGrory, Daniel Romanchuk, Kelsey Lefevre, Ariel Rawson, Josh George, and Susanna Scaroni. Under Coach Blakeney, these elite athletes, along with the rest of their team, have won 16 gold medals, 11 silver medals, and 14 bronze medals in the past 3 Paralympic Games. There's more. They have won the Boston, London, New York City, and Chicago marathons and hold 12 world records. All from here, all from the heart of Illinois.
Here at Illinois, as a journalism student, I get to learn about and tell stories of people with diverse perspectives. Stories drawn from people who come from city and village, from downstate and around the globe. We are a university at the heart of Illinois that humbly produces the extraordinary.
When I was an undergrad in India, I wanted to go on to earn a PhD degree. And the school of greatest engineering esteem is Illinois, a reputation that spans the globe. When I first arrived, I definitely expected to receive a world-class education. But what I did not expect was the welcome. In the heart of Illinois are open fields, open minds, and boundless opportunities.
I too came to Illinois from overseas, just a few years ahead of you, Si. I was attracted to Urbana because it was here that the real cutting-edge research in my specialist subfield, condensed matter physics, was and is being done. I enjoy here the company of an amazing constellation of colleagues with whom I interact and collaborate to advance research. I also was very impressed by the collegial atmosphere here, and I'm now proud to call Illinois home for myself and my family.
At Illinois, information science is yet another discipline of distinction. In my journey to become a librarian, Illinois gave me much more than a classroom education, but an exposure to ideas and cultures from around the world. I came to the university from a very small town and a high school with less than 150 people. This college at the heart of Illinois transformed my perspective from Midwestern to international.
The heart of Illinois is its pipeline of innovation. I'm on the board of Illinois Ventures, a university-affiliated seed fund and incubator from which we support the ideas, technologies, and innovations created right here at Illinois. And from here, those innovations support and fuel businesses and startups across this country and around the world. My time here was formative, both personally and professionally. I embraced and enjoyed Greek life. I'm here this weekend with my fraternity, Pi Kappa Alpha, celebrating its 100th anniversary of its presence on this campus. Brothers for life from the heart of Illinois.
At Illinois, curiosity is encouraged and nurtured from an early age. I am a graduate of the University of Illinois Laboratory High School and the mother of two recent uni alums as well. Here, students are challenged to reach beyond their comfort zone, to be intellectually ambitious and more. Do you want to be scholarly and social, an athlete, a musician, an engineer? With you, with Illinois, we can continue to make this extraordinary high school a public resource with no tuition and accessible to the local community.
The heart of Illinois is welcoming. I earned 3 degrees from the University of Illinois, including my law degree and my MBA. As the Chief Counsel for Employment at the United States Senate, I was the lead attorney for all 100 senators. I established that Senate legal office, and I managed people with degrees from Ivy League universities. Illinois gave me those opportunities, and it prepared me well for them. I am so grateful to be back and to give back to the university that has given me so much.
Said I'm the hottest in the street. Know you probably heard of me. Got a bag and fix my teeth. Hope you know it ain't cheap. And I pay my mama bills. I ain't got no time to chill. Think these still mad at me. They baby father wanna build. Say low, you can if you wanted to. These expensive, these is red bottoms, these is bloody shoes. Hit the school, I can get them both. I don't wanna choose. And I'm quick. Don't get comfortable. Look.
What is design thinking? It's a human-centered approach to innovation that lies at the intersection of what people need and want, what technology makes possible, and what the marketplace and society will adopt. It comes about by applying the profound intellectual power of people across disciplines, experiences, and expertise. It's asking, what if and why not, and how about? By approaching innovation from every conceivable and inconceivable angle, with every possible and previously impossible answer, and testing, and refining, and prototyping, again and again. It lies at the intersection of where curiosity collides with creativity, where ideas turn into action. At Illinois, we are building the Siebel Center for Design. "60,000 square feet of never before and nowhere else." We are redefining immersive, collaborative, and innovative, and inspiring the unique, better, deeper, and broader. It was designed by hundreds so it could be a resource for all. It was designed for those who use its spaces today and to evolve for the next century. The Siebel Center for Design will maximize opportunities for interaction, to inspire innovation, from mobile phones to medications, software to social services, clean water to augmented reality. The Siebel Center for Design will support all fields by fostering design thinking academic ideals to reimagine how we learn and how we develop ideas. We'll break ground between Huff Hall and the Art and Design Building, creating an actual link, an intersection among engineering, business, product design, computer science, architecture, liberal arts and sciences, and the fine arts. Its spaces are designed to remove barriers, maker spaces, workshops, collaborative studios, a place for large-scale construction and graded access for big prototypes, a large workshop for 3D printing, metal fabrication, laser and water jet cutting, CNC machining, digital media studios and immersive technologies for virtual reality applications, large gathering spaces and meeting rooms and galleries to encourage more informal interaction and spark the entirely new. The Siebel Center for Design will be unmatched in its transformative impact, a state-of-the-art facility that connects disciplines, embeds design thinking with design doing. One that will position Illinois as the destination for students and thought leaders who want to solve global challenges and make significant change for people everywhere in the world. The impact of the Siebel Center for Design will be truly immeasurable. And it's all just getting started due to the commitment and vision of one man.
I believe that when the Design Center is completed at the University of Illinois in Urbana, it will be the finest design center on the planet Earth. I think it will be at the nexus of communication in the center of the campus, for people to get together, to work together, to get to know one another, to learn how to solve problems. They can create important things, wrestle with new ideas, develop new products. Think about the problems that we need to solve in the next 50 years. Think about the issues related to the environment, the economy, to healthcare, to population, to food, to water. And there are some enormously challenging problems that we need to solve. Great institutions like the University of Illinois at Urbana need to play an important role in educating the population and educating the workforce for an economy that we will see in 20, 30, 40 years that's unimaginable today. As we power into the 21st century, I think design centers and design thinking is becoming a cornerstone of every major institution. This is the place where everybody wants to be. This is where the place where things are done. This is the place where people create, where they innovate, where they ideate. And hopefully it's a place where people will learn skills that will allow them to learn how to do great things.
I grew up in Pilsen at a time when necessities were scarce. My neighborhood in Chicago was my home. So even when I was homeless, I was still blessed and loved where I came from and the family I was with. Despite my determination and abilities, I didn't expect I would be able to go to Illinois. And so I am here today, so grateful today, a current student scholarship, first generation, living my family's aspirations at university, propelled by those who believe accessibility to education should be for all. When you support scholarships at Illinois, you give of yourself so I can give of me by pursuing a degree in public health. One life transformed may transform countless more. And so thank you for believing in opportunity and giving students like me the chance for an education so that we can give back. Thank you to all of those who give that spark that we need to set our future ablaze. Because together, we can propel more bright minds to change the world. With you, with Illinois.
In the right environment, with the right opportunities and support, there are no limits to what one can achieve, how far a person can go. I come from a small town in rural Missouri and ultimately ended up in outer space. In high school, I dreamed of becoming an astronaut. At Illinois, I pursued that dream with aeronautical engineering and Air Force ROTC. I also played football and joined a fraternity. Go Pikes. My time at Illinois was definitely challenging, as it should have been. And Illinois propelled my interests with the support and flexibility necessary to accommodate all those many pursuits. Without a doubt, the opportunities I've had in the military, with the Air Force, at NASA, were available because of my educational experiences. I love the exploration of space, but I also love coming back and giving back, with the goal of propelling more bright minds farther than they imagined.
A student once told me that she didn't know research could look like this. She was referring to innovative research at the intersection of the humanities, social sciences, and biology, committed to improving the lives of low-income Black women living in neighborhoods with high levels of violence. One of the most important things about Illinois is its land-grant mission, and how that mission means taking advances from research and thrusting those discoveries outside of the university and beyond the campus into the community. It is my hope that the research improves the lives of Illinois residents and even impacts communities globally. I am fortunate to work towards these discoveries with women in the Englewood neighborhood of Chicago. In these culturally rich but challenging communities, we seek to better understand how the trauma of gun violence affects their mental health and physical health, and especially for those mothers who have lost their children to gun violence. Illinois has enabled me to work with talented faculty and staff and students across a wide range of disciplines And by asking difficult questions concerning the consequences of social inequality and sharing our research experience, we seek to eradicate barriers between the community and the university. At Illinois, we have the opportunity and indeed the responsibility to use what we learn in our research to improve society. It has become exceedingly clear that we must create spaces where diverse types of students and their genius can thrive and where no limits can be placed on what research can look like.
History is another common language, one that bridges the past and the present. When I teach the bright minds who come before me, I tell them, facts do not change. How we understand them does. As a boy, I grew up spending time at my abuela's in the Bronx, looking out the back window, across the street into a cemetery. It wasn't too much later that I discovered one of my baseball heroes was actually buried there. Alex Pompez, a Cuban-American Negro League team owner. In researching his story, I learned that the story of Latinos in baseball was often buried in discussions of black and white. The facts did not change, but my understanding did. Bright minds are propelled through discoveries like these. And that is where I guide my students, to that thrill of understanding historical figures that they read about, to understand that we are historical actors, that at times grand achievements are done by people their age. What are our students doing right now that is making history? And what can we, those of us in this room, able to propel them to achieve?
Today's bright minds need many forms of support, and every bright mind can benefit from a mentor. A caring connection, providing that gentle nudge or full-on push when needed to propel someone forward. I've always felt that one of the greatest things about Illinois is the community surrounding it. In addition to the professors, the coaches, the advisors, we have a community demonstrating behaviors that shape, direct, and guide us all. These mentors not only show us the right way, but the many ways that are available, the options, and the opportunities. When I started as an Illini athlete, I played in a heartbreaking 0-11 season, but bounced back from that moment in time, going on to finish undergrad with a degree and a role on a team that won the Big Ten, playing in the Sugar Bowl. It was not only the innate abilities of the team that delivered the championship, it was also the influence of the leaders who courageously pushed that group to understand that we will win. In parallel, it was not only the innate abilities that took me from a BS in finance to an MBA and a master's from our School of Labor and Employment Relations, a journey that's brought me from Champaign to New York to London and now to Singapore. The mentors I found here set the foundation. They encouraged the sense of wonder, made clear all that was possible. They were always supporting, always propelling bright minds.
Being a Fighting Illini to me means playing against the greatest competition in the country and sometimes in the world, and doing the same in the classroom.
It means being a part of the biggest family I could ever ask for.
It means that you pursue a standard of excellence in everything that you're involved in.
That you have that fighting spirit inside of you and that you know that you're playing for something bigger than yourself.
You stand shoulder to shoulder with your teammates.
It creates something that's larger than all of us for us to support, and it's something that we'll be able to carry with us after we graduate.
I never would have made an Olympic team without being here and having the resources and the support that I did at Illinois. And so when I walked through Beijing Airport in 2008 and I hear an ILL, when I hear the same thing anywhere when I travel with my team now, that's the support we have. That's the connection to this massive fan base, this alumni base.
Illini Nation is everywhere.
It doesn't matter if you're in Chicago or London or Shanghai, you have a black eye on your chest, and it's inevitable that somebody on the other side of the street will call out ILL.
It's huge for camaraderie and supporting each other. It brings people together from different departments in the university, different walks of life in the community.
At the end of the day, these are our classmates. These are people that we will all be alums with together.
It just makes you feel like you're home, that they are behind you 100%.
Step out there, you're really representing not just Illinois athletics, representing this town, all the alum.
It is probably the most visible part of the university. But being an alum, I know how great this university is, and I know all the excellence in academics and research, and the professors are top shelf across the world. So we need to be on point as an athletic department and as an association to go out and carry that banner, carry that excellence to represent the university.
Being a part of a team prepares you to represent something bigger than yourself. Our student athletes leave here prepared to literally accomplish anything that they put their minds to.
We take very seriously our obligation to try and grow and develop the students who are part of our program in terms of exposing them to new thoughts and ideas, new perspectives, new backgrounds. To me, that's one of the beautiful things about athletics is it brings people together who maybe otherwise would never have the opportunity to intersect each other.
And I think that that's what people are looking for. They want to be part of something special.
It's been my life to be a part of this Illinois family, and I've never been more inspired and more excited about the future of our athletic department ever.
This is our athletic program. It doesn't belong to any particular coach or any particular student athlete, past or present. This is a program that belongs to all of us, to the people. We want Fighting Illini Athletics to be a unifying force. I believe that athletics has that power, that we have the ability to bring people together in a way that very few things can.
Darren for the tie! He got it! Illinois is going to the Final Four! Illinois is going to the Final Four!
Paul and I crossed paths playing pickup games at the basketball court at the Arc, but it wasn't until our academic interests intersected that we started on a common path to find a solution to a challenging problem.
Crossing the blood-brain barrier to treat cancer. In 2006, my lab discovered a compound called PAC1 and quickly realized there were possibility for brain cancer patients. PAC1 crosses the blood-brain barrier, a mechanism critical for treating brain cancer, but a trait that most anti-cancer drugs lack.
I read the paper Paul published about PAC1 and was intrigued, fascinated. As a veterinarian, I had dogs as patients, but many times there were no good options for treatment, no real hope for them, so I reached out to Paul.
And that meeting changed everything. We wanted to test this discovery, but did not want these tests to be limited to laboratory animals.
Treating a mouse that's been given cancer artificially is not the same as treating a pet dog with naturally occurring cancer. Pet dogs live with us as family members. They share our environment and are exposed to the same toxins as we are.
So their cancers are more similar to ours. PAC1 gave Tim's dogs and their owners a real treatment option when previously there wasn't one.
Our collaboration has been sustained as part of a program called Anti-Cancer Discovery from Pets to People at the Carl Woese Institute for Genomic Biology. And given our success and interesting results in pets,
clinical trials of PAC1 in human cancer patients have begun. The pets and their people who were willing to try PAC1 launched this discovery into a reality. They are the ones that made it possible to see what has the potential for incredible human impact.
And I'm happy to say that we have a few of our patients here tonight. Please join us in welcoming two of our star patients, Pretzel and Bretta. We are deeply grateful to Pretzel and the Gerscheidler family and Bretta and the Cruz family. A new way to treat brain cancer for all patients is a huge win for everyone.
And the kind of solution we are creating at Illinois that will change the world.
This is a story of before and after, of solutions to challenges, of the world as it is.
And the world as we want it to be, and as the world that we're changing it to be.
When I was a child, I was visiting family in Pakistan, and I met a girl. She was missing a leg and was using a tree branch for a crutch. She was 7 years old, the same age I was at the time.
I was 29 years old and in combat in Iraq, and I was struck with a roadside bomb, and I'm suffering from a traumatic brain injury, and I lost part of my right arm.
I realized immediately, even at that young age, the girl and I shared the same heritage, but had a drastically different quality of life, a dramatic difference in available resources.
I realized immediately when I went to college that me and my fellow veterans have a drastically different experiences than other students, and drastically different available resources.
There are 11.4 million hand amputees worldwide. 80% are in developing nations. Fewer than 3% can afford adequate prostheses.
5 million service members are expected to leave the military by 2020, and 50% of those are expected to pursue college, and 25% of those won't make it past their first year. We are creating solutions
to these challenges.
Here at Illinois, I advise and help raise funds for the Chess Family Center for Wounded Veterans in Higher Education. Here, we serve 400 veterans, 200 students, 100 dependents, and provide specialty housing for 14. We offer highly customized technology, academic, and emotional support to dramatically increase the chances of success.
Here at Illinois, I obtained my PhD in neuroscience, MS in electrical and computer engineering, and I'm currently an MD candidate. I bring all these experiences to the forming of Psionic, a company wholly committed to providing exponentially better and affordable prostheses to all.
At the center, our students are from a community that understands that their unique experiences, and we have support physical and emotional trauma. We find a family that makes the transition from military to civilian to student easier.
At Psionic, we have a prosthetic prototype with a machine learning algorithm that enables the hand to pinch and grasp, that can enable the user to sense what it touches and regulate grip strength, that feels and functions more naturally using silicone and rubber instead of rigid plastic. And in the US, it will be completely covered by insurance companies.
At Illinois, I met Adil, and I'm collaborating to provide this veteran with another resource.
And Psionic with an amazing partner.
As I pursue my master's degree in rehabilitation counseling, I also get to partner with Adil to help create a new hand
that can endure the rigorous use Garrett's subjected to.
And while also being sensitive enough for me to feel my daughter's hand.
And we're designing this hand to meet our goal of affordability and availability to all, with little or no expense to those who need it.
So Adil and I,
with you,
are devising solutions to the world's most profound problems.
The clock strikes upon the hour and the sun begins to fade. There's still enough time to figure out how to chase my blues away. I've been alright up till now. It's the light of day that shows me how. So when the night falls, my lonely heart calls. I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Whoa, I wanna dance with somebody. heat with somebody. Whoa, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. Somebody. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Whoa, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. Somebody who loves me, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Somebody who loves me.
I've been alright up till now.
Light of day that shows me how.
So when the night falls, my lonely heart calls. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat, yeah, yeah. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me.
At Illinois, we are starting a paradigm-changing revolution in healthcare with the world's first engineering-focused College of Medicine. Yes, engineering and medicine have converged in many amazing ways, but never as thoroughly, as comprehensively as what we're doing here and now. At Illinois, we're creating an entirely different way of thinking about and teaching the practice of medicine. And the outcomes will be nothing short of profound. When we say that we're combining these disciplines, many assume our focus will be on devices, artificial hearts and the like, which are necessary and amazing, but why start an entire school if it's not going to be fundamentally different? Our engineering and data science are second to none, and we're using that expertise to address a deeply unmet need, to use technology to make medicine more human. Our inaugural class is selected not just for academic aptitude, but for compassion, competence, curiosity, and creativity. For every clinical course, our students will be required to come up with a new idea to make healthcare delivery better for patients. Why has the stethoscope or otoscope not been improved for generations? Technology exists to make these tools far more sensitive and accurate, or even to capture the data remotely. Why do physicians rush through patient visits? Why is technology not used to provide care for those without access? Finding solutions to these challenges will require an entirely different way of thinking, which require a different way of teaching. And to do so, we are intersecting all disciplines across campus. A program will be an overlapping Venn diagram of multiple different colleges, from engineering to liberal arts, business to education. We'll put out a call across campus to help create the curriculum. And over 300 faculty volunteer. This is beyond intersections and collaboration. This endeavor is truly campus-wide and community-wide. Many of our inaugural faculty are here this evening. Please join me in recognizing the vision and commitment To revolutionize medical care, we also need a world-class health partner. Carle Health System saw the extraordinary potential in this partnership and generously provided the first $100 million to start the venture. Which is an amazing start. It will take support to realize our vision. And the potential outcomes are apparent, and we are confident support and momentum will continue to grow. Our first class will begin in July of 2018, and we are on our way to making healthcare better, more affordable, more accessible for all, from rural Illinois to large cities to anywhere, everywhere in the world. It is happening. It's happening here, only here, with you, with Illinois.
When I was first a sophomore in high school, I visited this campus as a member of the College of Agricultural, Consumer, and Environmental Sciences Research Apprentice Program. And on that visit, it showed me a world of opportunity I never imagined was available. I am a first-generation college graduate from the University of Illinois. Illinois challenged me, it pushed me, it provided me with a community of support that came in the form of guidance, mentorship, financial assistance. People like Stacy Cole, Don Bone, Joseph Ballard, Tina Veal, Becky Roach, Terry Cummins. Thank you so much. The impact of my support that I received is profound. Simply stated, without those people who I named, without the College of ACES, without Illinois, I would not be here without them. My future, my opportunities, and the way that I wanted to make a difference in the world would be starkly different. Even in undergrad, as a typical broke student, I still made an impact. I supported and participated in an initiative called the I Pay It Forward Students Helping Students Scholarship Campaign, and continue to do so today. We are students and recent graduates raising money to alleviate financial hardship for students. There are too many Illinois students who start their college journey only to leave this university due to financial obstacles. To date, we have raised nearly $75,000 from students, alumni, and friends of the College of ACES. These scholarships cover books, fees, and necessities that would be otherwise unaffordable. For our recipients, these funds can be the difference between staying at Illinois and needing to leave. The University of Illinois has invested so much in me. It is my obligation to do what I can to make the most of this opportunity, to make a positive impact on the world, and pay that investment forward to others whenever, wherever I can.
I have always believed in the concept of stewardship. Never forget where you came from. Never forget who gave you that one chance in life. And then you become a steward of that chance and foster that opportunity for those yet to come. The Allegretti family believes in stewardship. My eldest son, Joe, an alum, was the president of Phi Gamma Nu here. And I watched him take that business fraternity to the next level. My youngest son, Nicky, and yes, a 6'5", 320-pound Nicky, is the starting guard for the Fighting Illini. And I am watching him be one of the leaders to take that team to the next level and become a Big Ten champion. And yes, once again, we will win. My wife, Tammy, an alum, and I Seriously, could not be more appreciative of what this university has done for our family, which is why we are annual iFund givers, and we have made a pledge to contribute to the new Football Performance Center, stewardship. From a business perspective, I'm the managing partner of Deloitte's Chicago office. Our largest asset? People. Where do we get the majority of our people from? The University of Illinois. Which is why my partners and the Deloitte Foundation gave $5 million to the University of Illinois Deloitte Foundation Center for Business Analytics, stewardship. So you all remember where you got your chance. It's incumbent upon us to remember that chance that you were given and foster it for the next generation. Give back. Stewardship. One last ask. I want all of you across the street tomorrow to watch us beat up on Rutgers. Thank you.
As our chancellor said today, we are very humble. And while humility is a great thing, all too often I feel that we do not brag enough about our university, about the remarkable accomplishments we've had, the innovations that we create to have a truly change on the world and on individual lives, some of which we've seen here today. About staying true to our land-grant mission in terms of trying to make sure that we can have accessibility to this university for everyone. I, too, am a first-generation graduate. My parents didn't want me to graduate from just any college. They wanted me to graduate from the best college, and indeed, I did. Simply stated, I would not have had the life that I have been so lucky to have had I not been here. 37 years ago, I was hired by what was then Arthur Andersen and Andersen Consulting, now Accenture, and I stayed there for 34 years, my entire career. I know that without the brand of Illinois, I would not have gotten that job. But that's not where Illinois has stopped impacting my life. Well, one, I met my best friend here. She was my Illini guide in the crowd somewhere. I met my husband because he joined into a conversation about what is the best university on the planet. And in 2005, the men's Fighting Illini team got me through some pretty rough chemotherapy. Illinois has given me a life that I never would have had. So I support the university. Our family supports it personally. Just this year, we committed to, in perpetuity, 3 scholarships for the College of Business and Athletics for students in need. I've served on the Alumni Association board, the College of Business board. I'm in the class as much as I can. And of course, I have the supreme honor right now of being a trustee. I do this to ensure that all of the benefits and opportunities that were given to me, that I can help make sure that others get the same opportunity. This university has given to everyone in the room, no matter if you're a student, faculty, community, whatever it is. Now more than ever, given the circumstances, we know that it's time that we need to give back to our university. We have such a great story to tell. We need to tell it. We need the media to help us tell it. And we need to make sure that we're paying it back. And I've always wanted to do this, so please don't let me down. ILL. Thank you.
A tough act to follow. My time on campus was nothing less than transformational. It paved the way for me to achieve personal and professional success that at the time I never dreamed possible. And over the past 150 years, Illinois has shaped the future of more than 500,000 alumni, just like me, as well as countless others who have benefited from our innovations, discoveries, and collaborations. You know, we should not wait. No, we cannot wait to ensure this opportunity remains strong and viable for all. Private support is essential to ensuring public universities continue to be places where progress and innovation can flourish. Our gifts take on increased importance in times of uncertain federal and state funding. It's a sign of faith and confidence that our collective strength can change the future. With you, we will continue to elevate the values that make Illinois a distinctive sense of boundless aspiration, collaborative research, and a global perspective. And we will continue to honor the people who have shaped the culture and character of this place. Our students, our faculty, staff, alumni, friends, and donors. When we give at every level, we will deliver the next internet browser, cure a disease, feed a hungry world, write a Pulitzer Prize-winning story, or develop a Nobel Prize-winning discovery. We are the ones who ensure bright minds have every opportunity. With you and with Illinois, let's ensure we continue to change the world.
Our achievements are remarkable. To ensure our future, we're excited to embark upon one of the most ambitious campaigns to date, with the goal of raising gifts to support Illinois students, faculty, research, and infrastructure. Thanks to hundreds of thousands of gifts to date, we are almost halfway toward our $2.25 billion goal. And I want to say that again in case you didn't hear me. $2.25 billion goal. Those gifts come from supporters in all 50 states and over 100 countries around the world. With you, with Illinois, I know we will achieve that goal, and together we will change the world.
To thy happy children of the future, those of the past send greetings.
Stay with us to celebrate and enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you for joining us for our celebration and launch of our With Illinois campaign.